You guys, Aaron here, and time to show you guys gameplay of the new S-Class Angel. Finally, the new Gold Bars toon is released, and it's a tough toon. I'm pretty happy about that because the game is very alert heavy right now with everyone's defense teams with S-Class Pete. So I want to test her against some of those types of teams, and obviously, of course, she has her Exhaust active skill, so goodbye Dr. Stevens. So before I show you guys the gameplay though, show you guys her stats and what combat mods I have on her. So she's only tier 2 max level, so obviously her stats can go a decent amount higher, so keep that in mind. Weapon wise, she doesn't have a fixed weapon on her, so I have a plus 38% attack weapon, huge bonus when attacking and then double attack. Combat mods, obviously attack set gives her a plus 650 attack. Her attack mod is plus 485, and then she has plus 39% attack versus alert, so she's not at her full potential yet. Obviously, she's not max leveled and she doesn't have veteran rings, but she's still pretty decent even at what she is right now. But let's get into the gameplay here. So you can see here this team has two Dr. Stevens with 500 exhaust, and then Dr. Stevens gaining 100% AP. The max damage you can do to a Dr. Stevens is 5,000, so if he has more than 5,000 health, he will survive, but you would need like the perfect set of like mods, so you need the HP mods obviously with the HP set, and then a plus 40% to HP for all melee teammates or all fast teammates or something like that. That's the only way he could really survive. The highest HP Dr. Stevens I've faced, which I think you'll see later on in this video, is I think it was like 5,600 health, so basically it makes him like almost like a 1 or 2 shot after that anyway, so still super useful. And then obviously against like Michelle teams, she has plus 35% AP gain, I believe. Some couple other toons, 6-star toons that use plus AP gain, so not only useful against Dr. Stevens obviously, but still not bad. You can see this Dr. Stevens survived, and it's also doing maim damage too, which is nice. I didn't realize it was maim damage. I thought it was just regular damage, but that's nice too, obviously. So you can see that Dr. Stevens was basically just a one-shot after. One thing you can do is, with his weapon, I think it's like a better chance to gain plus 40% AP, or give plus 40% AP to 2 other teammates. So you could not disarm him and make his weapon go off, so that plus 40% AP to 2 teammates, if they have 500 exhaust, does a decent amount of damage too. So that's another way to go. That's playing it risky though, because you're not going to kill those toons that get to plus 40% AP, so they might pop off their AR, you never know, so it's kind of risky doing that, but it's one thing to think about. In these attacks, I just show you guys kind of her damage. Her damage going into this with the leader skill from Diego was 6,600, I believe, or something like 6,650, I think, something around there. So pretty high for her not being leveled up fully at all. Really only like half leveled, I guess. So she's still doing pretty decent damage. She wasn't one-shotting S-Class Pete's, but I feel like maybe she might be able to when she's max leveled. Maybe not all S-Class Pete's, maybe the ones with kind of crappier mods on them might be able to one-shot, so we'll have to wait and see though. I really want to level her up fully to see. Still going to be a while though, because I need the gold bars. I think before I claimed Angel, I was at 380 something gold bars. I think I saw some people on the forums talking about they were at like over 800, I think because of Survivors Club and all that, so some people probably already got her maxed out. But not me though. Now, her AR is 400% damage to a line of enemies and 3,000 trauma to 3 enemies. I didn't get to test out the trauma because the way trauma works is so for instance, we'll use like her 3,000 trauma as an example. So that Guardian Rick right there is impaired. If another toon has impair recover, and the Guardian Rick gets his impair recovered, but he's also being affected by the 3,000 trauma, he would just take 3,000 damage So Trauma's pretty good, but you have to be facing the right tunes for it to be useful, because not everyone has tunes that recover something, or they use tunes that recover something. So for instance, in that same example with Guardian Rick, if he's impaired and he has like bleeding or something, he's taking like 200 damage bleeding, or it doesn't really matter what the damage amount is, but he's bleeding also. If you have another tune that does recover, impair, and bleed, and he's affected by the 3000 trauma, he'll take 6000 damage because he recovers from 2 different status effects. So it's not bad. It could be useful against the right teams, but I didn't really come across too many teams that had any like recover or anything like that. People that are using Gabriel though, 6-star Gabriel, because he recovers from everything, so it'll be useful against people using him. So that's not bad. I never really used her as a lead either, because against Dr. Stevens it didn't really make sense to use her as a lead, because you don't want Dr. Stevens to get dazed because he can't use his active skill. If he doesn't use his active skill, he won't die from the exhaust. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird leader skill to have with her active skill, but for some other teams, it'd definitely be useful. For other tunes that have or turn one active skills. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this tune. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys claim her? Or do you guys do Christa or James? What do you guys think? Thanks for watching though. Peace.